Report: 3 Americans on China trip arrested. They face 10 years in prison for. When you're traveling to another country, there are plenty of rules you have to follow, especially when your president happens to be visiting the same nation. There are things about the new culture you need to understand so you won't offend your host. There are laws you should be aware of so you won't end up breaking the law or embarrassing your nation. But you don't need any special rules to avoid the trouble these basketball players are now in. In fact, it's a pretty obvious thing. Don't steal from a store. That's disgraceful. College basketball teams, UCLA and Georgia Tech, were set to square off in the foreign country on Saturday in Shanghai. Now, it is unclear what will happen to LiAngelo Ball, or whatever his name is, and 2 other players who were detained for allegedly stealing from a Louis Vuitton store. As if they couldn't afford it. The arrest of these UCLA All-Stars could end up being the biggest sports scandal in the school's history. Other notable moments include P. Diddy avoiding charges after swinging a kettlebell weight at a UCLA staffer in 2015, and roughly 24 football players being charged with parking in a handicap spot in the 1990s. This is bad press for the school. You can't imagine this kind of work that goes into planning an international event like this. American schools have to coordinate with Chinese schools. A ton of paperwork must be filed, not to mention security screenings on both sides. This probably took a year or more to plan. Now, all that work and goodwill is ruined because these idiots tried to rob a store. It wasn't even a store unique to China. Louis Vuittons are everywhere. This shows you the kind of an entitled arrogance displayed by many athletes. Even college basketball stars are coddled. They think the rules don't apply to them. Normally, when they get into trouble, their coaches and schools sweep it under the rug. Not this time. These students are going to learn that you can't break laws in China and get away with it. You're not in California anymore. That was a good ending, yeah, because they're used to that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.